I really want to talk about Gremblo real quick.
Yeah.
So I loved Gremblo, and I just want to know where that came from and what your thought process was behind, I don't know, just kind of like doing it and then walking away from it.
So that came out of I was making a show actually. Nobody, I don't think anybody knows this. So that you're getting a scoop, a hot scoop here.
Ooh, I like it.
I was developing a show with Michael Cusack and another animator, a guy who works on a thing called Trash Tunes, a very talented guy, and we had all three started making. We said something like, okay, we'll give ourselves like a week or two to make a show idea. A week or two to make a show idea, we'll just do it. And I think he was one of the characters in there, and I think that I'm pretty sure that came from my sensibilities of drawing characters that just look like that. So I would draw quickly, like sort of like the Little Caesars pizza looking guy, where it's just a big kind of nose, like the character on screen, basically. Like that sort of. I like the way that profile looks on characters. It's easy, you just like it's like you could do that one line. You could do that without removing the pencil from the page. So I kind of like the free motion of that style, and. And Michael Cusack, all of his characters are like pink and green and orange and yellow. They're always very bright and colorful. And I think he made it pink. And then the third guy made Trash Tunes. He made a cartoon a while ago called Gremblo. That was his name that he thought of. But it didn't look anything like that thing. I think it did, but his cartoons had pink characters. So I think from that we said, oh, we'll just use that. He was like, that's fine. And then, yeah, so we thought of the show idea first. And then I think we just tweeted the design, I think, one day, and people started retweeting it. And then Michael put out a version, I think. And the third guy didn't have that many followers, so I don't think he was, the Trashes guy didn't have any followers, so I don't think he was tweeting too much about it. But it was just basically Michael and I tweeting about it. He obviously shared it with it, and then people started doing fan art for it. And we started retweeting the fan art. It's just sort of like a feedback loop. People it just became more and more and more and more. And actually, but we were not trying to make it a viral character. But we had already, so it was weird. It was a weird backwards thing. And then we started to reveal more and more that character had coworkers and he had a business and everything. And people thought it was the other way around, but it was actually the inverse. We had thought of him first and then tweeted that. We saw people liked it. We're like, oh, okay. Well, then let's reveal more about it. And I don't think anybody knew that. But then we pitched that to Adult Swim. And then they greenlit us for a script. And then that fell through for another reason. It was not a bad thing. And then Michael and I pitched something else, and the Trash Tunes guy went off and started his own thing. And then the Gremlin thing we just left because it was a project we all three made, and we didn't want to do something without the third guy, so we just totally scrapped it. But it was a really weird. It all happened like in a quick span. Again, it was like June 2017. We thought of that character. We tweeted him out. He went really viral. And then, we abandoned him. I actually have a bunch of, if I ever see you guys, I have a bunch of Gremblo pins that we did. We sold a bunch of them. And then that was basically when I said the character's done. Well, okay, the character's buried. But the point is, I have a bunch of these things laying around in my closet, waiting to be given out to people, like 20 extra ones they had. So anytime I see anybody that likes that character, I'm just like, here, have a free one. I don't want to sell it, but have it. So I have a big creepy fucking pile of these stupid pins in my closet sitting there. So that's the rise and fall of Gremblo. And that's a good example of something where the three of us were just like, let's drop this as a character because I know we can all three do better. And guess what? We all three did better. The third guy made his own thing. Michael and I not only did our own stuff, but we were collaborating more. And I think that's an example, again, of taking a really good idea that you're really proud of and just going, you know what? I could do better. Like, that was its own thing. The same thing with Hellbenders. Like, that was its own thing. It's okay that it had its time and its place, but, there's no shame in, like, leaving something and starting something new creatively.